I'm Bill Marion on the middle of Times Square in New York City, and this is A Nose for Life. So we're leaving Chattanooga on our way to Atlanta to pick up a plane. We're not really picking up the plane, actually. We'll actually be boarding a plane. I'm not picking up the plane. I've been working out, but I've not been working out that much. But we're going to Atlanta to jump on a plane to go to New York City, and we're so excited, kinda, because we've not been to sleep, because it's only like 2:45 in the morning. And that's the whole thing about taking an airplane. I mean, sometimes it would just be better to drive, because by the time you have to get there 20 hours early, the whole TSA shakedown, the whole point is that it's 2:45 in the morning. How excited can you be? Pretty excited. I hate long lines. All right, so I'm totally still at the Atlanta airport. We did get here. It was crazy going through all the security stuff, which annoys me anyway. But Carolyn and I have decided to eat at this lovely, amazing Cuban cafe here for breakfast. I've never had Cuban foods at an airport before. Flying has become a big ordeal over the past 10 years. I mean, you have to go through the security checks, through the mall, eat breakfast, get to know people. It's almost like it would probably be faster just to drive. One thing's for sure, the view is definitely nicer when you fly. So we finally landed in LaGuardia. It's crowded and packed because it's the big city of New York, the Big Apple, Metropolis, the city that never sleeps. Or is that Las Vegas? I get them all confused. A little bit of a culture shock when you get here. The temperature is about 15 degrees colder here than it is in Atlanta. And the wind is gusting at 30 miles per hour. Gotta get the jacket out. I'm telling you, man, I love flying. There's nothing like looking out of the window and seeing everything that's beautiful beneath you, but I'm glad to finally get here. We're waiting for our transportation to get to the hotel room, and they need to hurry up and get here. We're supposed to be here at 10:30, and our plane was a little early, which is a good thing. It is definitely cooler here. We've got a nice gusty kind of wind going on. This might be our bus. We'll see. There's this pretty cool statue here of George Cohan, who wrote "Give My Regards to Broadway." At least I think he wrote that. I mean, it's the name of the song is under his name. Give my regards to... Oh, I can't sing that because it would be a copyright infringement. And the way YouTube's been working lately, I don't even want to test them. Check it out. The musical Chicago, the longest running Broadway show in Broadway history. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's right here behind me, Chicago. So do you watch any late night television? Well, right behind me, NBC Studios. Jimmy Fallon, the late night show, or no, it's called The Tonight Show. That's what it is, The Tonight Show. It's right behind me, and I could have just read it. But The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Come on, man, if you like Jimmy Fallon, put it in the comments. If you don't like Jimmy Fallon, put it in the comments. In fact, if you have anything to say at all about this video, put it in the comments. Look, Jimmy Fallon. Of course, Comcast bought NBC. Well, actually, they bought another company who owned NBC, but that's beside the point. This is called the Comcast building. I'm not a huge Comcast fan, so... yeah, there's that. So I'm out in the breezeway of the NBC building here. It's 30 Rock. It's pretty awesome. But if you look at the murals behind me, or whatever you call it, this 1930s art that's behind me, it's kind of crazy looking. I mean, it's got all kinds of stuff, probably from the Illuminati that's perched here in New York City. No, seriously, it's really weird whatever they have painted up on the walls. Actually, little rocks that are painted, that are placed in, I don't even know what it is. It's like the Avengers meets, I'm not even gonna say it. It's crazy, you gotta check it out. No, seriously, there's some like really crazy paintings here in 30 Rock and around the NBC studios. I mean, it's like gothic. They were to make a movie just out of what's on these walls, but it's kind of scary. I keep thinking they're gonna come out of the wall and like start chasing people down the streets of New York. Okay, and just a quick disclaimer, I'm probably butchering the names of these buildings and everything. We're just kind of going on the fly here on our first day in New York, so be patient with me. Put it all in the comments down below if you're from New York and I get something wrong. Just blast away in the comments.
But first, if you're a subscriber to A Nose for Life, welcome back, and I'm so thankful you're watching this video. Never forget that we make videos like this one just for you. We really appreciate it when you hit the like button and share our videos on your favorite social media website like Facebook. Our channel's growing because of people just like you who share our content. If you're new to A Nose for Life, I'm so thankful that you're taking time out of your day to give our video content a chance, and I hope you'll watch more of our videos and consider subscribing. Now, let's get back to New York. I've always wanted to say that.
So we had to come in for a while because our room is ready, which they actually have it ready earlier than they said they were going to have it ready, which is amazing. We're staying at the Crown Plaza. That's the name of it, right? Crown Plaza is on Broadway, so we're just down the road. I think it's a couple of blocks from Times Square. I think we're a 9-minute walk from the Rockefeller Center, NBC Studios, and all that kind of cool stuff. So it is just extremely exciting. The buzz around here that never stops is contagious. I mean, it just gets your mood going, your blood pumping, and of course you have a lot of people asking you for money. I mean, and they're nice people because they're like dressed up as superheroes. I don't know how they're working that trademark out, but apparently they are somehow. You get asked for money a lot, and there's a lot of pictures around here of, well, things I wouldn't put up in my house. So Carolyn and I, we're about to hit the road again and explore New York City, an amazing city. And here's one of the first rookie mistakes that we made when we checked into the hotel. They give us our room key and they give us our room number, and it was 28 something. And so we're automatically assuming that's the second floor because, you know, we're used to hotels that are like, you know, you're gonna be on the second floor, the third floor, maybe in some cases the fourth or fifth floor. No, this is the 28th floor and it goes higher than that. So yes, we were totally feeling country bumpkin at the time. Rednecks gone wild in New York. Now listen, I've been around the world, I've been to huge buildings. It's just that in New York, 44 floors, 50 floors, small fries. They have huge buildings around here. Something Carolyn and I noticed coming in is that it was almost like you're driving into the mountains of East Tennessee where there's these huge things in the distance and they all look like they're in 2D until you get up in the mountains and you realize that there's a wide, vast range of mountains that you're driving through. It's pretty awesome up here. So there's some construction here, right here outside the Rockefeller ice skating rink. If you look behind me, the scaffolding that's set up, that is for the famous New York Christmas tree that you've seen a million times on television, and it's right here. This ice skating rink is pretty amazing too. Check it out. So during the Christmas season, all of this is lit up big time. It's absolutely gorgeous. There are Christmas lights everywhere, and I'm almost a little envious and jealous that I'm not gonna be here when everything kicks off here for the Christmas season. I'm like, oh no, but I am gonna be here for the Macy's Day Parade, and you definitely don't want to miss that video when we release it. The Rockefeller Center here in New York is amazing. It is so rich with history, so rich with Americana, and I wish I could just spend 2 or 3 days reading every single thing, looking at every single piece of art here, because it's absolutely beautiful, and it's so pro-America, so pro-working person, hard-working entrepreneur, businessman, rich man, poor man, the struggle, so to speak. That's what Rockefeller Center, that's what I'm getting taken away from it so far. I'm sure somebody could blast me in the comments. I mean, there's some pretty crazy art too, but you know what? I'm not an art connoisseur in that kind of way, so some of it probably has symbolism that I'm not even comprehending. But like I said, let me know in the comments what you think. So the star that's going to sit on top of this Christmas tree here at the Rockefeller Center is right behind me, or at least a replica of that star is right behind me. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. Check it out.
Hey, I have an exclusive offer available only through this channel. Ken Hartley, one of my very best friends and a good friend of this channel, is an award-winning singer, actor, writer, and illusionist, and he's releasing his Christmas CD just in time for the Christmas season. And since you're watching this channel, A Nose for Life, you can purchase his Christmas CD and each of Ken's Illusion Show CDs for only $10 per CD. And all you have to do is click on the first link in the description, and when you get to Ken's website, you'll be prompted to enter the promotion code NOSE, as in A Nose for Life, for one of the very best Christmas CDs you'll purchase this year. Be sure to check that link out at the end of this video.
You know, I've heard people say this at least 100 times, that New York City has a beat or a rhythm to it. Well, I don't think I'm the most coordinated person to begin with, but I can say this, perhaps it does have a beat, but I sure can't keep up with it. So if you like Times Square in the daytime, you are going to love it at night. It's like a mixture of some type of Americana light show mixed with Vegas, mixed with a lot of love and a lot of warm hearts but cold hands, because it is cold out here, especially for an old southern boy like myself. I mean, Carol and I have got like 18 layers on and we're still shivering. And people are running around in shorts. There she is right there. And hey, just saying Starbucks is better here. I don't know why. It just seems to be better. It's just kind of weird that way.
Starbucks, get your some.
And no, we are not sponsored by Starbucks.
We need to be.
But if you've been a subscriber for a long time, you know that we've gone to a lot of places that have lights and that have all kinds of fun stuff. And this is the first time we've been on a double-decker bus here in New York City. And I'm going to tell you, it's great. And it's true what they say. This city never sleeps. It's in the evening here. It's just after 6:30. That's when our bus took off at 6:30. It's the only reason why I know what time it is. And I'm telling you, this city is more active right now than it was during the work hours. I mean, this place is packed. It's happening. It's funny because Carol and I are finding ourselves in a situation that we only get into when we are at an amazing place, and that's that we can't do a lot on the YouTube video because we're too busy doing filming for our own personal use, to enjoy and to just soak up the moment. I mean, this place is absolutely beautiful at night. You know, we were having a great day. I mean, what's not to love about being in New York for any occasion, for any reason? And like I said in the upcoming videos, we're going to talk about how we're getting to sing at Carnegie Hall with our choir. It's going to be an amazing event. One of my best friends is getting to direct. It's going to be an amazing week. And you hear me say this all the time about something being amazing. But I'm telling you, we're truly in an amazing place, and you can feel it all around here as Christmas begins to kick into gear. They've got all kinds of pavilions set up for there she is again. They have all kinds of pavilions set up for shopping, and they're working on the big Christmas tree down over by the Rockefeller Center. They're working on that, the ice skating rink. This is just one of those places, man, that's absolutely beautiful. All these buildings that we've grown up with in literature or in especially movies. We just passed by the building that's sort of the replica of the Ghostbusters building. Then we passed by the courthouse where there's a little bit of scenery there in the same movie. So everywhere you look here, there's a piece of history, whether it's from cinema in your own childhood or, of course, real history. Carol and I were talking about some of the financial crises that have hit the country over the past 100 years, and you can see all of these locations that you've seen in a textbook 100 times. I will say this: if you come to New York, when you come to New York, the nighttime double-decker bus, whatever time of year, as long as it's a clear night like it is tonight, that's what you want to do. This is perfect. The buildings are lit up beautifully. Carol and I have just enjoyed this probably more so than we did our walking around today. I think both of us are enjoying this tour more than we did what we did during the daytime, because everything is just brilliant. Now, some of that has to do with being Christmas. And Christmas does kind of change the city. It changes the cities everywhere, right? It's a time of peace and love. We celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, and it's a great time of year. And New York, I think, sets the standard in putting up lights and celebrating the season of Christmas. So all of these double-decker buses, they do different things. Some of them you can get on and off whenever you want to. Of course, you got to find your way back to wherever you started from. And some of the double-decker buses, well, they have like commentary and whatnot. This one isn't actually mic'd up, but they do have an app. And anytime you get on one of these buses, you have plenty of links where you can scan in and download the app. I'm not actually going to provide a link in the description because it's a paid-to app and I'm not too terribly fond of it. Anywho,
we went to downtown Brooklyn.
We went to downtown Brooklyn and over by Atlantic Avenue.
And we went over the Brooklyn Bridge.
We went over because we're in Brooklyn. And that was a lot of fun.
It
was beautiful. But it's 39 degrees.
It's cold.
And my wife is from Florida, and I'm from the South, and I can't move right now. Now, if you do choose one of these double-decker buses during the holidays, what you want to make sure is that you bring a lunch, bring a few lunches, bring lunches for your neighbors. But it's definitely cold this time of year outside on a double-decker bus. I'm too frozen to go downstairs too. It's too cold for that. But anyway, it's definitely worth the money. You're gonna get your money's worth. That's really what I want to stress here, is that when you take this kind of a tour, you're going to get your money's worth. So I highly recommend it. So we finally made it back to Broadway. We had to disembark the double-decker bus. It just got too cold. They said it was like a 2-hour tour, and I felt like Gilligan's Island, except I wasn't skinny. You know what I'm saying? And so we like bailed just to go use the bathroom and walk back to the hotel. But anyway, I want to tell you something. New York City is that place that it really never sleeps. It's like 9:30 at night. We've been at this for hours now, and there's no sign of it stopping. There's probably more people out right now than there was an hour ago. I mean, it's just pretty amazing. We've had a great time today, and we're gonna have a great time for the rest of the week. Look, you want to stay posted about all of our upcoming videos that we're gonna be releasing over the next several days about our adventures here in New York. We're just getting started. I mean, we're just scratching the surface. We got a lot more to go. And so we're thankful to have you along with us.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to check out the links in the description, including a link to Ken Hartley's Christmas CD. Again, thanks for watching. I'm Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life. Hey, by the way, if you have time, check out one of these other videos.